come from a family of teachers, but I will tell you this, just from the education standpoint, if we are not teaching basic common sense that applies to real world life experiences, the next generation is going to be fucked.
You think you know me?
The Security VIP podcast is hosted by Taylor May and is the official home for nothing but the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Taylor May here, founder and CEO of Security VIP, or SVIP for short, and your host of the Nothing But the Truth podcast. As many know, I started this company as a podcast. We are in the process of building our security experience center just outside of DFW Airport, where I will finally have a professional studio to host a podcast. So if you're a bourbon fan, coffee fan, cigar fan, might as well start sending me what you got so I can start building my collection in that studio. But then number two, if you're a fan of transparent, accountable, raw conversations, then the Nothing But the Truth podcast is for you. But let me back up for just 1 second and tell you why I'm most excited about the Security Experience Center. Regardless of my podcast finally having a permanent home, we have had 17 manufacturers in the security industry sign up to showcase their products, technology, solutions at our Experience Center. And guys and girls, they have signed up while the center is still being built. What does that tell you about the mentality in this industry? If you want to stick to your trade shows, you want to stick to your 3-day events, you want to build your booths, you want to ship all your gear, you want to pay for T&E, you want to pay the union fees, go do that. I'm not stopping you. But if you're looking for a permanent home to have quality intellect conversations, dialogue from end users that really going to shape how you innovate and iterate your product set, then reach out to us at SVIP. If you look at that list of 17 manufacturers and you break it down by technology, we have some of the most compelling solutions and innovations so far that have signed up for the Experience Center. Deep fake detection, agentic AI, threat management software. I mean, there's so much compelling solutions that have signed up for the Experience Center. And guys and girls, we still have some legacy guys that are signed up. I mentioned Garrett Metal Detectors. I love their Paragon system for weapon detection. We've got Enron Corporation on the access control side. We've got Smarter Security on the turnstile side. So we still have a home for you legacy manufacturers, or like what I like to call the dinosaurs in this space who are still acting like a dinosaur when they spend money at these trade shows. Well, stop acting like a dinosaur and have your product showcased at the Experience Center, because I guarantee you're going to have FOMO. You know what's funny? I had a conversation with a manufacturer earlier this week that didn't understand what FOMO means. I mean, I get it. I'm a millennial. I'm on the younger side of the industry. But come on, guys and girls. FOMO, fear of missing out. And you're going to have FOMO if you do not participate or sign up for the Experience Center. We've got 11 vertical zones now inside this Experience Center: retail, casinos, healthcare, education, law enforcement, data centers, where you can have your product and logo permanently displayed inside a building that is used Monday through Friday. But I also want to preface one quick point: education. This industry has education resources available. I think we all know who those organizations or manufacturers are. But I want to say this from the end user perspective. If you care about real world value, real world lessons, real world training, you're not going to get that from a manufacturer. You're not going to get that from an integrator. You're not going to get it from any kind of organization in the security industry. You know where you're going to get that value from? Common sense, guys and girls, the end user, which is why we started SVIP U. SVIP University, guys and girls, training and education taught directly from active end users. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. And look, guys and girls, I did the whole education route. Got my diploma in high school, got my bachelor's in college where I played football at, and then I got my master's, my MBA shortly after that. But you know what? From diploma to bachelor's to master's, personally, you want to ask my personal opinion? None of that shit impacted where I am today. Yes, there was lessons I learned, there was basic principles I learned, but you know what really impacted my professional career is learning directly in the real world. So now I even have this conversation now, is the education system broken both in the security industry as well as the real world? Nothing against the incredible teachers and men and women that are protecting and educating the younger generation. My mom taught for 30 plus years. My mother-in-law was a principal. I come from a family of teachers, but I will tell you this, just from the education standpoint, if we are not teaching basic common sense that applies to real world life experiences, the next generation is going to be fucked. which is why I am changing that with SVIPU on the security and safety side. So take that for what it is. I don't care if I hurt your feelings because it's nothing but the truth on the podcast 24/7. And look, if you want to be a part of our podcast, reach out and definitely be a part of our experience center. And if you're not going to be a part of it, well, I'm just going to call you a dinosaur. Stay safe, y'all. Talk soon. I need some more coffee.